What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing something a little different. And I say that sometimes, but today is going to be a little bit of a departure from how we typically do things on this channel, talking about studio gear, music, recording gear, amps, guitars, writing songs, all the mechanics of how we bring all these pieces together as singer-songwriters, home studio, DIY, all of those things. What I never talk about on this channel is what it is to be a YouTuber and creating content and the gear that I use. And I know that I've addressed it in the comments sometimes because sometimes you guys ask like what kind of camera I'm shooting with, what kind of stuff I use. And I thought it would be helpful for you guys, for those of you who are aspiring content creators who are just getting started and are like, where to start. You want to spend some good money on good gear, but you don't want to blow your load on stuff that's really above what your capability is in terms of your skill level at this point. And just make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck with your money. So in today's video, I've recently gotten a new on-camera shotgun mic that I am just carried away with. I've been through several different microphones. A few of my favorites, the Rode Video NTG mic is probably my favorites. The issue that I have with this is that it glitches out sometimes when it's charging. It charges USB-C. Same with the Deity. This is the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro. Killer mic, sounds absolutely amazing. But what's tricky about this mic is you have to turn it on when you're using it, when it's on the camera. It doesn't automatically shut off. It's supposed to go in some sort of standby mode, but every time that I need to count on this mic being charged, I go to review my clips after I have shot video. And, about a minute in, the mic dies and I have to redo all of my work. So that is a big time bummer with this mic. Some commonalities between these mics and what you'll find on a lot of on-camera shotgun mics, much like the one that I'm using now to record this video. It does have a high pass filter on it, meaning that it will cut out all of the low frequencies that you may not need. So things that like air conditionings and rumbling things that you don't need in your videos, it will go ahead and take those things out of the microphone for you, or out of the signal for you. So you can do, this one's got a 75 Hertz and a 150 Hertz cut. They have gain adjustments on the mic, and they also, some of them have a direct out where you can plug in a set of headphones to monitor through these. So those are just some things that you'll find on a lot of on-camera shotgun mics, especially the ones that are good. What I'm using today is my new Sennheiser MKE400 on-camera shotgun mic, and it's got a very small profile. What really drew me to this microphone was, well, really one thing. The problem that I mentioned about both of these mics is that they have issues charging, and being able to count on them being charged when I need to use them. It's just a pain in the butt. And what I love about the Sennheiser and what made me really want to give it a shot was the fact that it takes 2 AA batteries, and you'll get 100 hours of microphone time out of that, of use out of it. And when you turn your camera off, when it's connected to the camera, it shuts the microphone off. And that, for me, was the biggest feature. Once I listened to the audio, though, it was such a game changer. What I'm typically using when I am recording these videos, I'm using what I'm looking into right now. This is a Sony a7S III with one of their G Master 16 to 35 millimeter lenses, zoom lens that has an f-stop of 2.8, and that is going to a Sennheiser MKE400 shotgun mic that is just out of frame. And that mic sounds absolutely unbelievable. It is a very expensive microphone for doing this type of application. You're going to see it on a lot of TV shows. It's used in all sorts of film production and commercial production, and is just a mic that is long stood as an incredible audio shotgun mic for dialogue, for dialogue. I forgot what word I was trying to think of. So what I have, I was just shocked at how close the MKE400 was to the sound quality of the MKH416. The mic that's on the camera, the MKE400, is about $200 versus $1,200 plus for the MKH416. I am running this through the let me get this set up. So just to do a comparison today, I am going to, we're going to do both audio. So I've got the audio coming through the MKH416 as well as the audio through the MKE14. And I want to talk about a few things that the MKE400, 14, if I said 14, that's not what I meant. MKE400, this microphone right here, boom. And what I want to talk about, and just kind of give you some highlights about it. It's a stereo mic. It has a focus center. It's got a shock mount built into the mic, so you shouldn't hear any kind of jittery around the audio. It's just crystal clear. It's crazy how clear it is. It also has a windscreen in there and has another second kind of dead cat mic cover for it if you're using it outside and it's windy. It has 3 levels of gain adjustment on the mic as well as the high pass filter, so you can cut out some of the low frequencies if you don't want those. If you're new to kind of audio engineering stuff, if you're watching this channel, you're probably not. You probably know what a high pass filter is, but just to kind of give you an idea of what that is. If you are new to that, if you found this video, if you're new to the channel, if you are new to the channel, let me just take an aside here. Welcome to the channel. I'm Justin Brogdon. It's good to have you here. I want to invite you to click the subscribe button. It's right there. Turn on your notifications so you get notified when the videos come out, and drop me a comment, because I want to know where you're at in the world, what you're into, what drew you to this video, how you ended up here, and what kind of videos that you like to see, and what kind of stuff that you're into in your own home studio and your own music or making content. What do you like, and what are you using to shoot content if you're already shooting content? But yeah, so this microphone, very small footprint, which is awesome. And the sound quality is just incredible. It really is. It's hard to overstate how good it sounds. Both of these mics sound really, really good. Both of them, the Rode and the Deity, they are tight competition for each other. And I do believe that the Deity now, this mic has been upgraded and also has, it takes 2 AA batteries as well, just like the Sennheiser does. But I have to say, for as good as this mic sounds, it definitely does not sound as good as the Sennheiser mic. So if you're just getting started and you're not sure, you don't know maybe where to spend your money, camera-wise, the rig that I'm running is not a cheap setup. You get what you pay for. And I didn't start with a Sony a7S III. I started with a Sony a6400, and I started with a Rode Video Micro microphone, which is a little small buddy. And it was great. And then I upgraded, and little by little, I switched platforms to the Panasonic Limix GH5s for a while, and then I made my way back to Sony. And I just love the way that the Sony setup works. So I've got a few Sony cameras. I actually just sold my a6400, and I'm in the process of getting an a6600 as my 3rd camera. Why you might want to save up some extra dough and start, if you're just starting out, get an a6600 over an a6400. They're basically the same camera. They both shoot 4K at 30 frames per second. You can get some, I think you can shoot in 60 frames at 1080p with the a6400 and the a6600. I don't have it in front of me, so I can't really remember. For an entry point into doing mirrorless photography, as well as doing 4K video, it's incredible. That's where I would start. Why I would get an a6600 over an a6400. You get the bigger battery. The a6400 has a very small battery. You can get a dummy battery, which I use, which basically plugs into the wall, so that's not really an issue for you. But if you want to take it out in the field and shoot kind of run and gun video stuff, or you want to take pictures. The battery life is just not great on the A6400. On the A6600, it's got the bigger battery. It also has in-body stabilization, which is really, really, really beneficial if you are if you're doing photography or if you're doing videography. So that is I'm on the hunt for a 6600 body. If you have one for sale, drop me a comment. I'm running the Sony a7S III, and then next beside me right here, I have a second camera that is a Sony a7 III, and that has the Tamron 28-70 zoom lens on it. And with those two cameras, I can get different angles, and I'm able to really make short work of shooting these videos oftentimes when I have my game together and I'm not having to reshoot things a million times because the battery died or the microphone died on the camera and I have to go back and redo all my work. So that is my review of the, I don't know if it's much of a review or just an endorsement of the Sennheiser MKE400. It's worth it. It's $200. I'm going to link it in the description below to Amazon. If you want to go pick one up and try it out, you can't go wrong with it. I'm just telling you, you're going to be shocked at how, even if you're using a Rode or a DD mic right now, when you plug into the Sennheiser and then you go load it into whatever video editing software you're running and start looking at the audio signal, you are going to be shocked at how good and crisp and full the audio that you're going to get with your videos is going to be. And as we all know, that's very, very important when we're making content. So I hope that you guys found value in this video, and y'all keep doing what you do. Keep making great video. Keep doubling down on the things that you love and your passions in your life. Keep being good to each other. I'm Justin Brogdon. We will be seeing you in the next one. Peace.